Hello, everyone, and welcome back to True Crimes and Cartel History. Today, we're going over to Spain to do a group of cartel members called the Galician Cartel, a region in the northwest of Spain. Lush green hills, misty coastlines, and old folks still yelling at clouds in Gallego, the local dialect. But beneath the sleepy fishing villages and Catholic festivals lies a darker truth. Galicia isn't just a land of seafood and rain, it's the cocaine gateway of Europe. Thanks to some of the most elusive and audacious smugglers Spain has ever seen. Welcome to the world of the Galician Cartel, where the drug lords wear fishing boots, smuggle tons of cocaine, and bless their mothers before going on the run. From sardines to smugglers. Back in the 1970s and 80s, Galicia was poor. I mean really poor. So poor that the young man had to choose between three life paths: fishing, farming, or smuggling. Now, which one pays the best? Smuggling, duh. And it all started with tobacco. They bring in packs of Marlboros and Lucky Strikes from Portugal or the US via the Atlantic. Locals called it Estraperlo, black market goods. And the smugglers, they were seen as heroes, sticking it to the government while keeping food on the table. They used tiny fishing boats called patereros with secret compartments. These guys were so good at hiding contraband, they could probably smuggle a grand piano under a fishing net and customs wouldn't blink. Tobacco in, cocaine out. But the real glow up came in the 1980s when smugglers said, you know what? Tobacco cool and all, but you know what's cooler? Cocaine. Or as they say in Spanish, cocaína. By then, Colombia's cartel, the Medellin and Cali, were looking for new routes in Europe. In Galicia, it was perfect. Remote coastline, fall, caves, locals who never snitch or say a word. Plus the Spanish authorities were, let's just say, not the most prepared. So the Colombian cartel started sending ships full of cocaine straight across the Atlantic to Galicia's coast. And who helped unload these tons of white powder? Our Galician farmmen, the fishermen, turned drug lords. The families that built it. Now here's where it gets spicy at. Galicia wasn't run by one cartel. It was a network of families, known locally as Los Clanes. Let's meet a few. The Charlene family. Think of them as the OGs. Papa Charlene, a former fisherman, built a drug empire that lasted decades. These guys were brutal and business savvy. They went from tobacco to hashes to cocaine, like they were flipping through a drug dealer's version of a Spotify playlist. All right, let's talk about another one too. Lorena Olbinei. This guy was the poster boy of smuggling. Slick, smart, and always 2 steps ahead of the cops. He got caught, went to prison, got out, and then ran for mayor of his hometown like a true gangster politician. Imagine Pablo Escobar with a paella. Operation Nicora, Spain fights back. Eventually, the Spanish government realized, hey, maybe we should do something about these guys running full cartels out of their grandma's fishing boats. So in the 1990s, Judge Baltazar Garzon led Operation Nicora, the biggest anti-drug operation Spain has ever seen. Nicora means crab, fitting for a region known for seafood and slippery criminals. They arrested over 40 people, including the Charlenes and Obines. It was basically a narco family reunion, just with less wine and more handcuffs. But here's where the twist comes. Even after the arrest, the drug trade in Galicia never really stopped. Because as soon as one smuggler went down, another cousin, nephew, or godson stepped up like, "Don't worry, Tio, I got this." Modern day cocaine highway. Fast forward to today, Galicia is still one of Europe's main cocaine entry points. The method? Massive motherships loaded with drugs from South America meet smaller boats off the Galician coast. It's like a drug-themed Amazon Prime, just wetter. And how do they avoid police radar? Simple. Fog, speedboats, and pure Galician stubbornness. Plus, they've gone high-tech. GPS jammers, encrypted phones, fake fishing trips. These aren't your average old fishermen anymore. These are narco-tech pirates. Spain port's problem. Now Galicia isn't alone. The port of Vigo and nearby points in northern Spain have become infiltration points for cartels. Customs can't even keep up. Why? Because sometimes the drug bosses are literally the sons and grandsons of retired police and politicians. It's a family affair. Think of The Sopranos, but everyone got a rosary and a seafood stand. Folks, hero or felons. Here's the wild part though. In Galicia, many of these traffickers are seen as Robin Hood figures. They build homes, donate to churches, and help the community. People still whisper stories in the bars like, "I remember when Obina paid off the whole town's electric bill." And that's the paradox. To outsiders, they're narcos. To locals, they legends. Just legends who also happen to smuggle 10 tons of cocaine in a shrimp trawler. Why it still works. The Galician Cartel isn't like the flashy Mexicans or Colombian cartel. They don't flaunt gold chains or shoot up nightclubs. They keep low-key, family ran, and deeply woven into the region's culture. That's why they survived for decades. No headlines, no Instagram, just fog, fish, and a whole lot of cocaine. So next time you're eating a delicious plate of Galician octopus, popo a la colegua, just remember, somewhere along the quiet coastline, someone's probably unloading a ton of cocaine under the cover of mist. Hit that like button if you learned something new today. Subscribe if you want more true crimes and cartel stories that go deep. And drop a comment too. Which cartel should we expose next? I'm out. But unlike the Galician narcos, I won't disappear into the fog. Peace.